Hello everyone, Rowan Mithril here once again. Now, I'm not a drinking dragon, nor am I under the influence, but we're still going to experience a bit of double vision. It's time to go after Gemini Man. For those not in the know, Gemini is the zodiac sign of the twins. That should give you a good idea what this guy's all about. Dig that crazy Gemini salsa music. That was a Nitron. Nitrons like to swoop in and throw 3 pillars of fire at you. They appear later on in the Gemini Man Revisited stage, but their colors reverse. They have orange bodies and they shoot blue fire. However, I think it's just a cosmetic difference. The little friends down there are Pengu bombers. Chubby little penguins that throw exploding eggs at you. However, they're still a good sight less annoying than Pippi, so they've got that going for them if nothing else. Now, while this place might look like an ice stage, it doesn't behave like one. The platforms aren't slippery at all. So whether this counts as the game's obligatory ice stage or not, I can't really be sure. Granted, there aren't any other stages that even look like an ice stage, and this place certainly is full of penguins, so maybe it gets the title by default. Uh-oh, it's Proto Man time. But surprise, this time he doesn't want to fight you. He just wants to be friendly and remove that obstacle for you. Why? I have no idea. Oh, I missed the shiny. Alright, these are poles. One appears for every egg you destroy. I think it's short for tadpole, basically. Now, if you're farming for energy, this is a good place to do it. But if you just want to get through the room as I do, it's best to be conservative and just quickly shoot out the ones right in your way. Make sure to shoot the egg and then the pole immediately. If you let too many poles run free, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by them. We don't want that now, do we? Okay, just a few more to deal with. Okay, moving on. That is a Yanbo. They fly directly behind you and then in a straight line, so as you can see it's pretty easy to lure them. And these are Pen-Pens, and Pen-Pen makers. They're another of those manufacturing type enemies. Kinda like the, the lanternfish back from Bubble Man's stage. They're less troublesome though, since Pen-Pens only take 1 hit to destroy, as opposed to Squirts having taken 3 or 4. They will, of course, however, continue to spawn until you take out the Pen-Pen maker by shooting its eyes. Whoa, that was close. Okay, nothing interesting in here, so moving on. And into the water. Now, I can't quite make that jump, so I'm forced to use the Rush Coil. They introduced Rush in this game, and they want to make bloody well sure you got to know him. So, I can't really help using the Rush Coil in some places in this game. At least one other I know of. Okay, here we have fish subs in conjunction with Yanbo, making for a very, very treacherous room. And the reason why I said it was handy to know how to lure Yanbos. If I get a no damage run, they just want to kill me outright by knocking me into the water. Exploding fish missiles make me nervous. Okay, that was the last threat. Nice shiny E-Tank, and up we go. These are Mecha Kiros. Basically, they're upgrades of the fleas from the first game. And speaking of the first game, everyone has to have some answer to Big Eye. This time it's Bouncer. Unfortunately for him, he's a lot less sturdy than the others, and that one chose a very bad location to attack me from. Hi Gemini Man, let's go. This fight has 2 stages to it. First you have to worry about the clone running around. As you can see, this part of the fight is pretty easy though. When you shoot, the one on the ground shoots, the one in the air just freezes. So long as you jump and shoot at the same time and make it over the running clone, this is no problem. Ironically, it's once we're down to 1 that things get a bit dicey. Against all odds, an all-out assault seems to be the best answer at this point. Don't want to give him a chance to fire too many of those rebounding Gemini lasers. So with that, we get the Gemini laser, which is pretty handy. There are some areas where you can't help but use it in later stages, but I probably won't be going there. It hits a wall, bounces off, and reflects around the room a bit. Quite nice. So, 2 down, 6 to go. Gemini Man's stage was trickier than I really gave it credit for. Yeah. Right, outtake time. Let's go. Gemini Man's stage is it looks like ice, but it doesn't behave like one, and Nitron's just gonna kill me straight out. And this is only the surface of this stage. And that's below the surface. Thank you, Nitron. Interestingly, in the revisited version of this stage, Bad Pengu! Again? Rather precarious area here due to all the fish subs down there. Oh, bad Yambo. These are Yanbos. These are annoying. This stage is a little tricky with all those fish subs down there. Ah! You'll notice he also slows down. Oh no! You can kind of lure where they're going to fly by, so they're not too bad if you don't jump right into them. Yanbo or the fish sub did not have a choice. First, he doubles himself, and then runs around the room like a ninny. Oh, and hits me. Oh, that didn't happen. That did not happen. Those are Mecha Kiros. Oh, I don't believe that. You gotta be careful for his reflecting Gemini lasers. It's hard to predict when he's actually going to fire one. While one's bouncing around, use... Oh! Stop doing that! So yeah, this one was a bit trickier than I had anticipated. Gemini Man really knows what he's doing in his stage. I give Gemini Man a 6 out of 10. There's a lot of areas that if you're not paying attention in his stage, it will come back to bite you. Most notably, any of the areas with bottomless pits, and there are several. The Nitrons and Pengu bombers can knock you into him in the first room, and then that water room with all the fish subs and the Yanbos, that one's real bad. That is a treacherous place. As for Gemini Man himself, I would have given him a higher difficulty if he himself was tougher through the entire fight. But the first part of the fight where his twin is running around with him is extremely easy. The second part, that's where it gets a bit dicey, and even then, it's just a matter of anticipating when he's going to fire off the Gemini laser. That's about it. So, most of his points do come from the stage alone, though he himself can be tricky at times. So yeah, this one was actually pretty good. This was a tough stage, but not so hard that I started ripping my hair out. So, yeah. With that, we're done with Gemini Man. I hope you enjoyed the video, I thank you for watching, and see you next time. Fare thee well.